Claire never saw it coming. Paramedics were carrying a stretcher out of her house. Just 2 minutes earlier, she'd called her husband Ethan. He told her he was home making dinner. Then the doctor casually hit her with one sentence. Your husband collapsed from overexertion, which meant that woman was T. Claire. At the hospital, the doctor was still reminding them, next time take it easy. Don't get too carried away. Claire kept her head down and nodded. Her nails were already digging into her palm. If Ethan dared to bring another woman home, that meant she had free run of the house. Her stepmom said she'd been in the kitchen, brewing herbal tea. She heard something was wrong, and called for help. Only her stepmom and her younger sister had been home. Then her sister walked in. Her lips were swollen. Her lipstick was smeared. She said she'd just eaten spicy hot pot. Claire stared at her lips. Then she found a drop of blood on the master bedroom sheets. She was sure it had to be her sister, but when the DNA report came back, she froze. The name on it was Grace, her stepmom. Her sister had only been a distraction. The woman sleeping with her husband was the same woman who called her dad honey every day. Before Claire could even process that, her sister accidentally let something else slip. Their dad was giving Grace 30% of the company at her birthday party, and the next day, he was marrying her. That is when Claire realized this wasn't just an affair anymore. And that is when she found Ethan's phone at home. The voice recording had already been turned into text. It said they were planning to fake a pregnancy, trick her father chip away at his shares, and they'd almost been caught drugging him before. Claire's hand shook as she held the phone. Her dad already had heart problems. These two weren't just cheating. They were trying to kill him. And the husband who promised to love her forever had been on her stepmom's side the whole time. For 7 years, Claire had been completely fooled. She didn't cry. She didn't make a scene. She saved the evidence, put the phone back exactly where she found it, and acted like nothing had happened. Because she decided everything would end at the birthday party. The day finally came. The room was packed with guests. Grace stood in the middle wearing an expensive gown. Ethan stood beside her, looking proud. Claire's sister handed Grace a jade bracelet worth $3 million. Then Claire's dad stepped onto the stage. He smiled and announced that 30% of the company now belonged to Grace. Tomorrow they officially get married. The whole room burst into applause. Then Grace smiled and dropped another bomb. She was pregnant. After saying it, she looked straight at Claire, like she already won. Claire had been waiting for this moment. She picked up a glass of red wine and walked onto the stage. Everyone thought she was there to give a birthday toast. Happy birthday, Grace. As she spoke, she slowly poured the wine onto the floor, like she was paying her respects at a funeral. Happy funeral day too. Ethan rushed over pointing at her. Claire, have you lost your mind? She didn't even look at him. She pulled out the stained bedsheet. This is proof my stepmom cheated. The room exploded. Grace went pale. She panicked and claimed the blood was from a high-risk pregnancy. She'd just been resting. Ethan immediately backed her up, saying Claire was just making trouble. Claire didn't argue. She tossed a stack of photos onto the table. There were pictures of Grace and Ethan walking into a hotel together, right there for everyone to see. Claire calmly said, I've got the full video too, the censored version, and the uncut one. If you want to see it, I'll play it right now. Backed into a corner, Ethan finally snapped. Yeah, it was me. So I made one mistake. All men make mistakes. You really had to go this far. Claire laughed, and that is your idea of protecting the family. Then she pulled out her phone. The recording echoed through the entire ballroom. Every word of their plan was crystal clear. How they fake a pregnancy, how they drug her father, how they wait for him to die, and split the inheritance. The room went completely silent. Claire's father stood on the stage, shaking with anger. Grace still insisted it was fake. Ethan claimed they were being framed. Claire looked at them. You don't even recognize your own voices. Then she threw down a signed divorce agreement. Sign it, you leave with nothing. Ethan ripped it to pieces, trying to wriggle out of it. But Claire's father calmly handed him another copy. If you don't want your company to go under, you better sign this one.